just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Hewer up here in the booth. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smell starts to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a sense of smell. Mine is so bad, but I love what you're cooking right there. And I love this stretch of games because it makes a lot of teams contenders and a bunch of the other sellers as the trade deadline arrives here at the end of the month. You're going to hot streak heading into Halloween, and things will be looking great. The flounder this month, and you may end up seeing some of your buddies shipped off and playing elsewhere.
Returns looking good so far. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. At the helm, someone entrusted to lead this group in just his first season. Their rookie out of LSU.
Just knowing this quarterback in his mindset, there is no question he would give up 400-some yards he threw for last week for a W. Really, stats don't matter. No matter how productive you are playing that position, and boy, was he last week, it really comes down to finding a way to win. As they like to say, winners win in the end, and he and his crew got to get it done today.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got to gain a 6 there. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
Okay, that was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, give him a chance to make a play.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked 1st overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Staying grounded with Swift. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be Vikings football. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Play action on first down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. They connect on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kent, we often talk
And after the brief pause, welcome back to the NFL on... Still early in this one as we pick up the action here in the first quarter. Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Dumps it off to his running back. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Jalen Jones up from the secondary to make that stop.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Hits his running back. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sports, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. So the Vikings sending out the field goal team here. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good, wide left. And we continue to await our opening score in this ballgame.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Running it after the penalty. And he's not going to get much. A modest gain at best to the 41. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
It's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we're going. The coverage on 3rd down. They chose a wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he can't dig him out from deep on their own side. He's stopped inside the 10. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Vikings are going to take over from deep in their own side. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
10 yards.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Now it's a bootleg for him. Connects on the crosser. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Ooh, sharp run in here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Pass play coming here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Dumped off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Gets him on the in route. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. He's already attempted 1 this quarter, and now they're going to bring him on again. This is a 44-yard look from the right hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
So he makes up for his earlier miss in the game. He knocks that one right through. And it's important for him to move past that early miss, Kate, because you never know if he's going to be needed for a big moment when we get to the 4th.
Tyler Scott now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First down, Williams. That throw finds Komet. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Just a field goal separates these two. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And they had that one contained right at the line. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
3rd down, here's Williams. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw by Williams. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bears first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10 from the 41. Williams from the gun. He's got him. That's Swift.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Offense to the line for second down. Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Third and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you can make a play in the open field and keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it really break the backs of the defense.
Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to third down and 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important third and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
He has it at the 13. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be Bears football. They're out and set. First and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's what you call making the best out of a pretty messy situation. You hate to give the ball away. But that's a tremendous effort to bring the defender down right away and minimize the damage with very little return.
Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And they're going to be on the edge of field goal range to start after that interception. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They go play action on first. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. They've been leaving him open, and that is something they're going to have to button up in the near future, Brock, considering the type of start this guy is having.
Yeah, this running back's making all sorts of friends with his buddies in his offensive huddle. Enemies on the other side, but this kind of production means everybody's going to get to eat today.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. From the red zone now. Dialing up a receiver screen. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Williams to throw on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
That one's incomplete over the middle.
You know, in the NFL, and especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Vikings and receiver Jordan Addison getting set for this next drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Option to the left side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
He's running for it. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds a man right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Bears trying to get everyone set. So they're going quickly here. And this one does not go far. Bears trying to get everyone set. So they're going quickly here. 2nd and 8. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Throw on 3rd down. It's tipped away. It's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Defender winning that run.
Linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce. It makes it into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed right side to Addison. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, you go out and execute.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To throw it on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Dropping back to throw. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And it sets up 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. The running back gets it on the draw. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. And he fakes the spike. He puts some air under it. Deep down the middle it goes.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Working inside the red zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! Jalen jumps in with the pick.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
One last play before the break. First down, here's Swift. And he could not break beyond the line, so that's how our half's gonna end. So we've reached halftime in Minneapolis, with the Vikings out in front at the break. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the visiting Chiefs who come in and get the victory on the road. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Jamison Williams, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Derrick Henry, a touchdown run in the victory. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. These 2 teams making their final adjustment for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Williams. This finds Everett complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's tackled for a short gain. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Holding on the sideline by Hopkins. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That throw finds Komet. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Chicago first down. Off the play fake, Williams. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Swift gets it on the option. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down, here's Williams. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know you've got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs. Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Vikings headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? They'll run here on 1st down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Back to the well again. Still working past the 40. Down the sideline into the red zone. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count.
Holding offense.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. They'll run here following the penalty. Still motoring past the 30. And he gets it forward all the way to the 44. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. To the right, and intercepted! Picked by T.J. Edwards. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Here come the Bears back out on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Second and 3 now. Running back sent in motion. From the 28. Komet's got it, left side. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Williams to throw. Komet brings it in. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. There's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Working from the gun, Williams. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears parlay the interception into points. It's a Roma Dudes, a touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Well, 2 left on the table there. Forget the goal line, Brock. They barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me right there, Kate, that's a sign this defense did their homework, studied their tendencies. You had no way that running back was going to get that one in, not with that force of the defense coming out.
The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. He'll get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They'll throw it. Completed over the middle. This is ahead for about 5. Jalen Jones up from the secondary to make that stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
trying to push this past the marker. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
There wasn't a lot there for him, but he did what he needed to do. Go get that first down. Picked up the short gain, didn't risk a big loss. Looking for a bigger lane elsewhere.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
To the air, 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding offense.
And they're going to go ahead and let the play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. The Vikings getting their punt team out. It'll be Jake Camarda doing the honors. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Bears and Roma Dunze headed back out on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. That's more on the Cook slant. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That's in the hands of Moore.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Able to get it to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll throw it yet again. Completed here to Komet. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on it, throw quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now here's Williams. Pass caught by Adunze. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Bears first down. They are throwing it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. And now they face second down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. All right, here we go. Second down. A give, right side for Swift. And he's brought down for a loss. This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all. And some professional English on that ball as it bounces out just short of the end zone at the 2-yard line. The Vikings offense back to the field now. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can. Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing from near his own goal line. Pass is caught by Addison. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stopped. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Short side option here. He's running left. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves him with 3rd down and 5. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series. They'll come up 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He's dropping back to throw. He's on the move. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You
can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to throw it. Dump off, caught by his back. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
On first down, they'll run. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. First down, he takes the snap. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Trying an option here, play to the left. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. First down, he'll throw it. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. They were Johnny on the spot.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings leading by 5. To the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's caught near the line of scrimmage. The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. Setting up to pass. On the move, headed right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Give now to the running back. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Short side option here. He's running left. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Call it no gain that time, so now they face a 4th and 4.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Scott now to return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Bears about set for their next possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Throwing now. Look at the sideline. That's Odunze. And he's out of bounds, but that's a 1st down and only 13 seconds to go. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Ewert, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.